What I'm going to show you in this video is how to read a simple melody in 4 different positions along the fretboard. The first position we can count as the first position, and then the same thing in the second position. We'll take it up to the 4th position, and then finally the 7th position. The difficulty that guitarists have in reading music, different to most other instruments, is that you can play the same notes in different positions along the fretboard. My recommendation is that you learn to read music in the open position, or what I call the first position, where the first finger is spending its time on the first fret. Then start to learn the notes along the fretboard, which is what this exercise is going to do. So I'm assuming that you know these notes down here. So we're going to start right now. This is the melody. These are actually all the same. You can also get a tab version, which I'm going to put a link to from the website. You get both the tab version and the standard notation by itself. I do recommend that you try to use the standard notation and then use the tab as a backup if you need to. What you also have here on this is the chart here for the notes. These are the notes in the second position. You got the 4th position and the 7th position. The melody goes like this. Then it goes. So that's mostly staying in the first position. I did have to reach up there to the A on the first string, 5th fret. Now let's do this in the second position, but without using any of the open string notes. Even though you can play open string notes, for this exercise, let's just try not to do that. The first note that you're going to find is using the G on the 4th string, 5th fret. Now let's go through the scale in that position. So here we're playing G, A on the 2nd fret, and we can play the B on the 4th fret, the C on the 5th fret, D on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and here we've got another, what I call tuning note, 5th fret of the 2nd string to play the E. Here's the F sharp. We're in the key of G, by the way, which has an F sharp in it. And there's the G, and then here's one more note, which is the A, which on the staff, you have a ledger line on top of the staff with a note on that line. Now let's take a look at how we play this. It goes like this. So we're playing the G there, playing the B there, D, that's the same note that we played before. The B, again, is there. Here's the E. And again, the same thing. There's the G and the A, B, C, G, F sharp, C again, and then we're reaching up to the A. Now let's see if we can play it together. I'm just going to play it at a nice steady pace and see if you can play along with it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, we're going to take a look at playing that same melody, moving up to the 4th position. 4th position goes like this. Now you do need to shift out the position for that one. And there's the A. So now Now we're starting with the second finger, and we're going to go. We're playing the G and the B right there. Now we're going to reach up to here for the D. Now here's one thing. I'm going to reach up to here for the G. One thing what you can think about to remember this is that that's the same as the open E string. So if you know, you can just think of this as being right there. Right? So you got E, F, and G. Rather E, F sharp, and G. All right. So let's start this one again. So there's the G, F sharp. And then you're going to have to reach down to there for the B. Here's the E, the tuning note. This is another tuning note on the 5th fret. There's our B again. Same thing. There's our G, the tuning note, and then A is going to be like that. So it's like same as the open string, 2 frets higher is the A. Now we're doing a right. And then here E, D. Next position is, we're moving up now to starting on the G, which is on the 10th fret of the 5th string. So how is that an easy one to remember? Well, if we remember that the 5th string is A, so 12th fret, the octave, is going to be there. We move 2 frets back, and it's going to be G, right? And here's the scale. So we've got G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Here's the A. So the A you can remember, this is the B string, move back 2 frets, and it's the A. So let's take a look at playing this one. Here we've got G. Now how do we get the B? Where's the B? How do we remember the B? If you know the notes on the E string, which I suggest is one of the first strings that you memorize all the notes on, because you have 2 E strings on the guitar. A nice thing about that is, by doing that, you can actually memorize the notes on the 4th string. How? Well, 2 frets over, 2 frets up. So you got the octave notes right there. This is A, this is B. B is going to be right there, right? So we got G, B. What's the next note? Is a D. So this is a note we did before, which is on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And here's another note we did before. We did it in this position. There's the F sharp again. Now where's the E? The E is another one. The E on the 3rd string is another one that you should commit to memory. Which is it's one of those, just one of those notes that you should remember all the E's. So there's an E, D. So again we got G, B, D, G, F sharp, another B. Here's the E, here's the D, the G, and the B again. And the second part is the same, except for the ending is a little bit different. And there we've got another A, which is the same as the octave right there. Okay, so now we got A, B, C, G, F sharp, now we've got this A, all right, let's see if we can play along with this one. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That really helps. I want to get this channel monetized, and that will encourage me to put more stuff, more things out, and more exercises that you can try, and to help you to read music for guitar.